I'm back. Uh, since I ain't going out today, I said I might as well get on here and as this stuff come to my mind, get it on video. So my grandkids, my great grandkids, my great great grandkids can have something, a foundation to fall on. You know, good people are not perfect. Let me say that again. Good people are not perfect. Yeah, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. If you're busy, girl, go ahead on. I understand. I'm staying in today, so I'm using my time. I'm using it wisely. As the stuff come to my mind, I'm trying to put it down. Um, but see, for some reason, you know, man has the philosophy that good people are perfect. What's going on, Edward? How you doing, man? And good people aren't perfect. A good person will cuss you out. Okay? A good person will get mad at you. You see? A good person might even want to fight you, depending upon what it is you have said or done. But that good person ain't gonna be the one to go out and stab you in the back. See, that good person ain't gonna be the one going around spreading malicious gossip about you. That good person is gonna be the one that's not gonna try to set you up with a situation that they know ain't gonna benefit you. That's what a good person would do. See, a good person ain't gonna try to harm you. A good person ain't gonna try to take advantage of you. Gonna do that. All right. So that's what you got to come into to realize what are the characteristics of good people. And see, and when you start understanding the characteristics of good people, then you will understand how to maneuver when you are with people. See, you'll be paying attention. But that's and this is one of the things we got to come to the realization. Okay? All right? Good people. Man, they ain't gonna good people, they ain't perfect. They ain't perfect at all. Nowhere near perfection. But they aren't harmful. And unfortunately, you got a lot of people that don't know how to tell if a person is good or not. That's the sad part about it. You know, you got some people that just don't know. They don't know. They don't know at all. Have no idea. Have no idea. Okay, how to recognize a good person. That's why they're so afraid. Because they don't know how to recognize good people. Man, you can if you are in tune to yourself, you can basically walk down the street and look and see who's a good person, who ain't. See, a good person is gonna have consideration for other folk. Let me say that again. See, maybe that's what we need to talk about, the characteristics of a good person. See, a good person is gonna have some compassion for other people. A good person is gonna have some patience with other people, some understanding. See, a good person is gonna do those things But that joker that's in it for themselves, that only is only out for themselves. See, they ain't gonna care about, they don't care about your feelings. See, that person that don't give a damn about you, don't care nothing about your feelings. Don't care about what you think or what you want to do, or how you want to do it, because it's all about them. You see? But see, that good person is going to be the one that's going to share. That good person is going to be the one that have that caring heart. See, you if you ain't no good person, your heart, man, your heart not going to be open to help other people. You're not going to give a damn. You won't care. You just won't care. I mean, and that's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Okay? So, anyway, learn, ladies and gentlemen, the difference. See, a lot of times, if you would just pay attention to people, they'll tell you, you ain't got to ask them nothing. Just watch them. And they'll tell you who they are. See, because, see, a liar can't be consistent with the same lie. In order for that lie to keep working, you constantly have to change it. That's why you forget about what you done lied to, how you get caught. You forget about the lie you done told. Okay? But see but that person that's consistent, that's always the same. See, that is the one that is the genuine person. But most folk don't know how to recognize the two. You got a resume, man. You have a resume. I don't care who you are. You got a resume of things that you have or have not done. You see, that's why like a lot of these people that get up, as these social influencers, see, you have to ask yourself, you have to ask yourself, what have they really done in their community? A lot of these young folks see social media has made the need for an education obsolete. That's all social media has done. Social media has come along and made the need for an education obsolete, because you got young girls who are high school dropouts, got an OnlyFans page making more money than a woman with a PhD, degrading herself. She can get out and make more money busting it open than she would getting an education. I mean, think about that, y'all. These young girls making more money on OnlyFans. I didn't read the article, but I just saw what this little girl was talking about. She made $30,000 a month on OnlyFans. Imagine that kind of money. And saying you got some of these people that are on social media flying private. They fly private. And some of them probably only got a high school education, if they got that. But they're making enough money that they can live that kind of lifestyle. unfortunately, the mistake they make, they think that money is going to last forever. See, when it's coming in and things are good, see, you have a tendency to be a little bit more lax. When the money is coming in and things are going good, you be like, this is the way it's gonna always be. See, so I can sit back and relax a little bit. I can splurge on myself a little bit. And then after a while, you get set into a habit, and you're not as attentive to the business side as you are to the pleasure side. You're so enjoying what's going on that you kind of lax now because things are going good, and you think that's the way it's always going to be until the rug gets snatched from under you. See, then some people panic because they're more worried about what they look like than what's really going on. You see, so if and I'm putting a call out for good people to come together with other good people, so we can eliminate some of this madness that's going on. Good people need to come together of all races, and there's good and bad in everybody. There's some black folk I don't even want to be around. I don't even want to be associated with them. That's how bad they are. Okay? There's good and bad in everybody. But unfortunately, with society just lumps everybody together. We ain't trying to separate the good from the bad. We don't even try to separate the two. Because and that's just a fact of life. There's good and bad in everybody. But the bad got the good scared of each other. That's what the real problem is. The bad got the good scared of each other. And as long as the bad can keep the good divided, then it can have its way. But at some point, good people are going to have to say, wait a minute. What? This doesn't make sense. If we both, and we ain't going to agree on everything 100%, we ain't going to agree on everything. It ain't going to happen. But what we do agree on, that's what we need to build on. And unfortunately, people are building more on what they disagree on than what they agree on. You see, right now, being negative is more profitable than being positive. You can get rich overnight negative. I mean, just go dark. You can get rich overnight being negative. And wouldn't nobody care what you're going to do with the money. But trying to be, because I have plenty of people come up, is Truth Conductor an organization? No, that's me. Well, who's the money going to benefit? It's going to benefit me because it's my idea. And that's who it's going to benefit. It's going to benefit me. But I can't show you no success being positive. But I can go out here and be negative and get all kinds of play, get all kind of response, get all kinds of support. See, that's what I'm saying. Good people. You mean tell me there are no good people that can agree and get behind financially this message? That are willing to take the risk? See, that's what I'm saying. Good people are afraid to even take a risk. on other good people, and they agree with the message. But they are afraid to take a risk to make it successful. Good people. So, I can't explain it, man. I'm just I can I understand, but you know, good people just gonna have to stand up. Good people. Good people gonna have to step up. Good people gonna have to get involved. I mean, and you ain't got to agree on everything. Build on what you do agree on, and then once you get to know each other, then things might change. But we don't even want to get to know each other. We ain't even trying to get to know each other. We're not even trying. Like we don't even care. Again, they ain't perfect. Good people are not perfect. Good people are not perfect, but they aren't destructive. They aren't harmful. They have some compassion. They do care. Good people. Where you at? That's what we need to get more of in the world. Some good people. That's what we need more of in this society. In this situation, we need more good people. If we can get them, things will change. But until good people want to get up and get involved, nothing else is going to change. Nothing. Nothing will change. It will always stay the same. Because good people don't want to get involved with other good people. That's what the problem is. If we could just get the good people to come together of all races, just get the good people come together. Because we're good people going to sit down and hash out whatever the problem is. They ain't going to talk at each other. They're going to talk to each other. Good people. And that's what we need to sit down and talk to each other with some honest, open conversations. That's what we need to do. That's exactly what we need to do. There's no ifs and buts around that until we can sit down with each other and hash out these differences and talk about these differences. We can get some change. But if we never do that, nothing will ever change. It will always be this confusion, this division, the revenge, it's getting even. So this is what we'll always have. But you know, and rarely do you hear people talking about this. Saying, man, let's come together as a people. Well, how you gonna do that? Good people need to come together. Good people need to know how to recognize other good people. Cause see, and that's one thing. You can fake being a good person for a while. You can fake it, but the truth gonna come out eventually. Cause them same old nasty habits that you got eventually gonna raise their ugly head. It's gonna raise their ugly head. So it's just a matter of time. But good people, need to come together with other good people. That's what it is. And and because you might you can find some homeless people. who got a good heart, man. That'll come up and be willing to sacrifice, to give up something in the condition that they're in. They're still willing to give, willing to help. Willing to be a part of. It's good people. They're not perfect. They're not perfect. They're not perfect at all. There are no perfect people on the face of the earth. Nowhere. No perfect people. So since none of us are perfect, why can't we talk to one another? Why we can't communicate with each other? Since there are no perfect people on the earth. You see, we got a lot in common. We got more in common than we do differences. But we just don't want to talk to one another. Because you got so many people that's getting so much satisfaction out of the division and not realizing, man, we hurting us all. We ain't none of us safe. All of us are in danger. You still paying the same high prices for food, gas, and medicine of the people that you don't like, that you can't get along with. Y'all still paying the same high prices. You still making the rich richer, but you can't talk to one another. You don't want to have nothing to do with each other, but you're still making the rich richer. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. And we can do better, but we don't want to demand better from each other. You see, we want to be soft with each other. Yeah, I'm back. So this is what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm back. I am. All right. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hang out with my grandson today. He got this donut place he want to introduce me to. So since I'm not going down to the White House today, I'm gonna hang out with him. Just try. He got a good head on his shoulder. And just try to keep him focused. He definitely got a good head on his shoulder, but I just want him to stay focused so that he don't get caught up in the drama. And that's what a lot of folk, the mistake that a lot of people are making is, they're personalizing all of this drama. That's going, instead of sitting down paying attention to what they're doing. See, don't take your emotions out of it. And that's the mistake a lot of people are making. They put their emotions into this. No, man, take your emotions out of this and see what's going on. It's just that simple. Because as long as you got your emotions in this, you can be manipulated. And that's what they're doing, is manipulating a lot of people's emotions. The government is not dumb, okay? See, y'all sit here and talk about racism and all, but this government ain't dumb. And if they really wanted your ass, they gonna get you. If they want you, they gonna get you. I don't care. And they don't give a damn about your rights. Okay? They'll violate your rights. They sure will. This government ain't got no qualms with violating your rights. None whatsoever. If they want you, shit, they don't care nothing about your rights. They don't care a thing about your rights. Not one thing. And you can scream this is injustice and all of that and to a deaf ear because they ain't listening. I told y'all, think about this, y'all. All them people that they sent down to El Salvador, that's for life. Them boys ain't gonna get out of jail. They in prison for life. They gonna die in there. They gonna die in there. And see, you ain't got the same rights in these foreign countries as you do in America. You don't have the same rights. You don't have the same privileges. And oops, I'm sorry, it's too late. Them boys gonna die. And it's more than just that one or that gay, but it's a lot of people that they sent down to El Salvador. Man, they got a lot of innocent people. Got a lot of innocent people caught up in there, and them boys in there for life. That's for the rest of their life. They ain't getting out of that. And see, and they talking about if they start sending Americans, that's for the rest of your life. That's for the rest of your life. I don't care how old you are. That's for the rest of your life that you're going to be in that prison. And your family might as well write you off as dead. Because they ain't going to be able to afford to go see you. And most of them ain't got the money to get an attorney. Public defender, shit, what a public defender. Public defender can't do nothing for you. And you overseas. What public defender going to do? Hell, they trying to pay off some student loans. That's all public defenders. They just trying to pay off a student loan. That's what they working for. Pay off a student loan. That's it. And it ain't but so much work they're gonna do for your case. It's just that simple. See, because this system is designed so that if you really want to challenge it, you're gonna have to have some money. If you want a chance, you're going to have some money to defend yourself. And that can be expensive, depending upon who you are. Hey, look at Diddy. You think Diddy ain't spending no money? You think he ain't getting up off some millions in his defense? So that's when the stuff gonna hit the fan is when the prosecution wraps up their case, then the defense got to put on their case. And I told y'all, man, that stuff is demonic. It's demonic. That's demonic behavior. And unfortunately, you got a lot of people that are going to try to duplicate that are going to try to recreate it. Because that's what we do. Stupid shit. Okay? All right? So stop thinking that good people are perfect. Good people make mistakes. They make mistakes. They do. But they got a good heart. When you peel back all of the onion and get down to the nitty gritty, they got a good heart. And sometimes, you know, those people that got their good hearts are the ones that's the meanest. You know, because that's their way of uh, protecting themselves from any kind of abuse. You know, that's like their, you know, boundary, being mean. You know, because and the people that can see through the meanness are the ones that can soften them up. So and you never know what a person has been through. That's the travesty of today is, man, you have no idea what a person has been through, what they have been subjected to. You have no idea. You have no idea. None whatsoever. You know? So um I mean you can just walk down the street and look at people, man. And just wondering, how are you behind closed doors? What kind of person are you when no one is looking? What are you like when nobody's looking? You know, what kind of character do you have when ain't nobody watching? That's how you can tell who people are, by how they are when ain't nobody watching. Okay. All right. I just wanna, and I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna be back again. I'm gonna keep on. I told you my page is monetized now, so I gotta start. I gotta start putting in some more. What is this? Okay. Oh, really? Oh, really? So I can. Oh. No, man, I done discovered something. Oh boy. Oh buddy. Oh buddy. Oh buddy. Oh buddy. Oh buddy. Yeah. So I can just talk. I can and I found the green screen. Okay, that's this is my green screen. Uh Let me cancel that. It's my green screen. I discovered that the other day, yesterday. So I'm learning about this here. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, I'm learning about it. I'm figuring it out now. It's interesting. So so that's why um, because I didn't go out today, and this Memorial Day weekend too. So, but it's supposed to be raining later on today, and I didn't feel like dealing with none of that. So I said, let me just stay in. And the one thing I haven't been doing is lives, you know, and I need to pick it back up to um, start getting some more content out because I'm uh, I know that things have shifted. I know they have, and it's like when is everything gonna come into alignment? And that's the question. When is all this gonna line up? You know, when is all this gonna fall into place? Um, and that's the exciting part. So anyway, uh, yeah, 30 minutes. This is good. Uh, Good people, man, need to come together, and good people aren't perfect. Good people are nowhere near perfect, but we all have the same qualities, and you know, let's learn how to identify each other, how to um, recognize, how to support, how to uplift each other, because it's good and bad in everything. It's good and bad in everything, and it's time for the good people to come together.